Hello and welcome to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium here on the beautiful shores of Lake Macquarie, where we have the Australian Junior Ice Hockey League Showcase Series. Tonight we have two teams, the Sydney Sabres playing the Sundevils. They're a combination team largely made up of Queensland and Western Australian players, thus the colours, the gold and the maroon on the white jerseys for the Sundevils. Those are two strong states for hockey, so that should be a good team. But we know with the two Sydney teams coming together, the Wolfpack and the Sabres for the Sydney team, that they too will be a strong team. We know quite a few names here between these teams. There's a few that have been involved in AJIHL as well, like we saw with the last couple teams. We had the Adelaide Generals and the Melbourne Glaciers just play the Generals, winning 7-1. Sorry if you haven't already watched that game.
Too late.
I'm Peter Lamb and I'm here with Courtney Kitterson. Welcome, Courtney, for another great game of hockey tonight.
Very much looking forward to it, Pete. I think these two teams have a lot of familiar faces in them, so I have high expectations that this will be fast and potentially a high-scoring game.
It could certainly be. We've got some pretty good scorers, some dynamic players out there to watch tonight, and I'm expecting a high level of hockey from these junior teams. These players will be those selected for the junior men's team coming forward. If I remember right, the junior men's team plays at the end of the year, as opposed to most of the teams kind of play, March, April.
I think
often
my recollection was maybe
junior or youth
February.
Okay.
I think they're a February team.
I think the youth must be the one that plays closer to Christmas, before Christmas, and then they've got the other team. Then maybe that's the junior with the new year. But it's not as long a wait for them as it would be for the Australian senior men's team.
Yes.
And usually the women are about a week away from that as well, for the senior women's team when they play overseas for playing for Australia. So these guys are playing for green and gold, a spot in the Australian team.
As we are Newcastle commentators, it can't go past the red shorts and the red helmet there. That would be Ryan Dushman out there playing for the Sydney Sabres. So excited to see him as part of this squad. He had a few games with the North Stars AI team this year, and he was part of the winning East Coast Super League squad for the North Stars, playing alongside his dad. Anyone out there that knows the AJIHL would probably be familiar with Rob Dushman. A family that's been a part of this rink for a long time. So
yeah, they played the original North Stars, Rob. Actually, he's on the bench right now. So
other faces out there. I believe it's Noah Moncrief.
Noah Moncrief from the Bears. Callum Wardlaw, who's now playing for the Rhinos. So there's quite a few guys in this list who have AIHL experience. I think Liam Jones has had. He's been playing for the Raptors. Matt Montgomery's played a few games for the North Stars. Mika Lajunen, Ice Dogs. Max Miller for Ice Dogs. We've got, I mentioned Callum Wardlaw, played for Rhinos and Bears.
And quite a few East Coast players. So East Coast, for those that don't know, East Coast is the division that plays under our AIHL.
Yes.
And along the East Coast, a lot of those teams feed up into our AIHL teams, including the North Stars, the Bears, and the Ice Dogs.
Yes, that's right. And now, of course, we've got the Rhinos too. So, so we have a number of teams around New South Wales that take part in the equivalent competition for what we're seeing today, so these are basically junior level players mostly in the East Coast Super League, the ECSL. They feed up into the AIHL teams we have, well, including Canberra, we have 5, I guess, in New South Wales and ACT that they can feed up into. It looks like we're about to get started, so Nick Hare has put the armbands on and he's going to be refereeing tonight with us. We just did a Lions job, so he's starting this game. We're back underway here with the Sabres and the Sundevils. Sundevils, well, blows a tyre there. Better check the edge. And a quick whistle.
A very quick attack from the Sabres. I'm not surprised with the few faces that are out there that pressure immediately on the Sundevils. So
Callum Wardlaw is the one taking the face off. And it looks like it's Aaron Rabchuk, who's also a very experienced AHL player for the Brisbane Lightning. was his opponent there. Swooping in on the puck, Marcus Hosen. Also played plenty of games for the Ice Dogs.
I thought the name was familiar.
Yeah.
When you said it, I'm like, I know this name.
We've got to play his stick actually through the skate there. When they get stuck, they're going to be really hard to get out. And quickly the Sundevils heading and change, but they did have an opportunity to attack, but they were busy changing. And spin about and fire the puck back. So definitely a higher pace than we saw in the previous game. This one between Sydney Sabres and the Sundevils, a combination team here. That pass a little ahead of the player. Number 7 being Kai Rash. And we've got a stop of play. Just over a minute gone, no score yet, Courtney.
No, but I suspect that potentially the first points on the board will come from the Sabres. They're putting a lot of pressure on. They're getting a lot of offensive zone time very early.
Have the early momentum. Sundevils pick up the puck. Sundevils do have a pretty good weapon on the bench. They've got Ben Bro. So coach for the Perth Thunder. It looks like Ben's doing some coaching duties here for the Sundevils team. Sabres moving the puck well behind their line. That's gone into the skates of Dushman, and a quick shot of net is stopped with aplomb by Matt Montgomery, I think it is, who has played a couple of games for the North Stars in the AJIHL and played plenty of games for the East Coast North Stars in that feeder league. Lost puck there. Danger for the Sabres.
Monty, as he's affectionately known, is a favourite here in Newcastle. He was even lucky enough to face a few shots from Nathan Walker when he was here visiting.
He also took some from the NHL experienced players for the Mustangs. They put some rocket shots on him when he was playing for the North Stars back in April, May. Pretty even so far. Sabres do look a little bit, they know each other better, that's to be expected. But we know there's a lot of talent on this Sundevils. It's quite a concentrated team. We've got lots of good players from Western Australia and Queensland here on the same team. So for them, it's a matter of chemistry. They've got lots of talent. Sabres trying to move the puck out. They're under good pressure here from the Sundevils. Sinclair puts pressure on. And play broken up there. The pass, unfortunately for the Sundevils, going under the stick, and the Sabres try to clear, but that could be icing, and it is. Back they'll go. Armin Haslam not quick enough to run that puck down.
It's a much louder game compared to the first one this evening, where it's very audible to hear not only the bench talking to their players, but the players talking to each other on the ice. So it's good to hear. Yeah,
good communication. That picked up a little bit in the first game, and it started off very quiet, especially from the Glaciers, but as they went along, they built confidence and increased their communication. They played better for it. And that play is blown dead off the face-off, so we'll have another face-off. He resumes Repchuk with a quick shot, and it hits the netting above the glass, so that will be a stop of play. If it hit a couple inches lower, hit the glass, play would continue. Bit over 3 minutes gone so far.
It's a much more even game. In the first one, we really saw the Generals step up and put a lot of pressure on the Glaciers, whereas this game, it's a bit more tit for tat, a bit more end-to-end pressure from both sides.
Absolutely. Such a quickly in there to break up play. So there has been good hustle from the Sundevils. Puck being carried forward by... I've got the wrong court. It was Mika Lajinen. And another stop of play as the puck is out of play. We had 2 or 3 goals by this stage in the first game.
We did.
We had 2 in the first 90 seconds. Even matchups here so far. Lajunen was on that face-off. On the attack right now is Lachlan Fixer. Lajunen back the other way. Now Sun Devils have it. They're going to turn it around. Valancourt. Fixer takes a shot on net. Can't get through the legs of the Sabres defender. That was number 4, Marcus Hosen. Harry Jackson in the corner for the Sun Devils. Tries to move it out of the zone. Puck is loose and frozen by Monty, and we've got to stop the play. Nick Eyre laying down the law. No one's allowed to change as it's icing.
Look, one thing I really enjoy about Nick Eyre's reffing is he's very clear about what's going on. He explains it really well. You know exactly what's going on when you're a player on the bench.
Yep, that's for sure. Face off. Sun Devils win it. They fire it in. And the Sabre are first to the puck. David Quinn moves it around the boards and out of the zone. And that's going to be icing on the Sabres, so back they go. For another face-off in their end, but they wouldn't have burned too much energy on that partial shift.
No, and I think they're playing smart too. They didn't chase after it. They just accepted that it was icing, and you've got to hold your energy to the third period or you'll burn out way too quickly.
Good shot on net, just wide there. Skating onto it is 25 David Quinn. He advances the puck, and it won't be icing this time. And out to play the puck. I think that was Dylan Dewar. What's the number? Yeah, it's Dylan Dewar in 70 for the Sun Devils. Really the first time he's had to handle the puck.
Well, it's good to see him moving because we don't like a cold goalie, and I'm sure they don't like being bored either. So it's good to see that movement. I get nervous when they come that far out of the net, though. Like when he's behind it, no, I'm not a fan.
They get some goalies who are excellent at handling the puck. Become an extra player on the ice. Good shot on net there from the Sun Devils. Turned aside by Montgomery. You know what? I think it's Connor Dowell. It is. It's number 1, Connor Dowell. So apologies to Connor. Monty is on the bench. Sabres move the puck forward. Robert Kowalczyk is robbed of the puck. Rapchuk now carrying the puck. He's got a really good scoring ability, Aaron Rapchuk. Dangerous at all times with the puck. Skating on it with some speed is Uskanoon. Now back the other way, Kowalczyk again for the Sabres. Takes a shot and it's wide of the top corner. Sun Devils breaking out, get a tap on the stick, but that's going to be an icing. And it is. We'll go back to the Sun Devils' end after that touch. From maybe. Face off to the right of Dewar. No score yet. We're 6.5 minutes in. Battle for the puck in the corner. Sabres get it in front, but lots of Sun Devils will break up the play, putting their body between the man and the puck. Dushman has it in his own end, loses it in his skates. Sweet pass attempted there by Tyrone Oxlade. And Dewar has to make a save. Valancourt. Sun Devils fire it back in. We've got the Sabres pinned in their own end here. Now they come in for a forecheck. Dushman moves the puck. Skating onto it is Valancourt. Takes a shot. It's off a stick and high, and doesn't go out of play though, as it hits the glass or lower. Onto the stick of Dushman. Takes a shot and turned aside there by Dua. Sabres moving on net. Tries the backhand in front. Dushman can't finish it.
Good play on the blue line from the Sabres to keep it in time and time again. They did really well.
Worrying contact close to the boards there, but the Sabres player, that's Marcus Hosen, pulled out, so he didn't want to injure his opposition player there. But we do have a penalty being called, and Boland will be heading to the box by the looks of it for 2 minutes. Just check for the signal.
He's tapped on his shoulder. That's interference. Mentally going through all of the hand signals.
Yeah, I couldn't pick it. It might have been legal hit.
Let's go with that.
It's one of the interference panels, of which there are several.
Which had happened close to the ball, so it was tricky to see from our point of view up here. But
it kind of looked like it was doing the cross, so I couldn't quite tell. Shot on net, it hits the outside of the netting there, so don't panic if you're a Sundevils fan. Race for the puck. First to it is Tyrone Oxlade, and he's got some speed up the right wing, coming in to help. Actually, I don't have a name for 22. It's a spare jersey for me, so I'm not sure who they put in that. Skates onto the puck, moving nicely, and a good save there by Dowell for the Sundevils. But that was Dewar. Dowell's at the other end. I'm just missing these up.
Look, this game is much more even than the previous one. I think both teams have got a different level of intensity. They're both fighting. The Sundevils obviously on the penalty kill at the moment, so they've got to defend that little bit harder, and they've done it well clearing the puck. But yeah, it's nice to see a little bit more tit for tat coming from each side, fairly even.
Oxlade carrying the puck well. Pass hits the stick at 22. He has a look, takes a shot, and a beauty. Crossbar and down. Sabres get up 1-0. Just checking that the referees did call it a goal. It was very fast. Yep, they're getting numbers, so that was called a goal. And I'm going to have to find out who 22 is, because 22 is blood jersey for me.
Well, on the live scoring, it says possibly it's Max Miller.
Okay, so Max Miller I've got is 15 here, but he has played 38 games of AJIHL, so that's pretty likely.
It also says Noah Moncrief's in 22, but I'm fairly sure we saw Noah in a different number.
I've got Noah as number 9. But this was from earlier today, so they might have changed jersey numbers since then.
Bear with us at home, we apologise.
Yeah. It helps when they got the names on the jerseys as well, which the Sundevils have got for us. Battle for the puck in the corner. Lots more intensity in this game. It's definitely up a notch in speed. Dispatched up the right wing, so good effort not panicking with the passes here. They're getting away in time. Sabres keep pushing, but there's some really good talent on the Sundevils, and they're breaking up the play. Armin Haslam comes back to help out. Sundevils move it forward, fire it in on net, and Dowell stop the puck. 9:42 left in the first.
So that first goal has been given to Noah Moncrief, and assisted by Callum Wardlaw and Tyrone Oxlade.
Okay. Well, no, we know Noah was a great player, been playing for the Bears for a few years now. And that was a pretty damn good shot, whipping it up right on the crossbar and down. Broken play here. Devils need to wait to get on side. Streaking in his own Rapture. Plays for the Lightning. David Quinn pressured into the boards by the attack of the Sundevils. 24 Jack Shepherd there, working away. Spins and fires. There's Rapchak and a good save there by Dowell. Sabres trying to settle this down. They've got some really hard to contain players out there for the Sundevils, and Rapchak is one of those. You can see him moving about with plenty of intensity. Shot on net, off the gear and high and up over the netting and out. Lost track of it at Dowell, but he had it. He made the save and keeps the Sabres ahead 1-0.
A good opportunity for the Sundevils, and it's good to see them pushing just as hard back on the offensive attack that way as they were, as they're receiving from the Sabres.
Sam Holmes at the face-off. Tries a shot and just gets the toe end. I guess you call it. No, that would actually be the heel end of the stick. So not much. You don't get much force from that, and just dribbled towards the net. Valancourt now onto it. He's kept out wide by Oxlade. Pressure on here by the Sundevils. Sabres need to get organised and move this puck out. There's persistent pressure coming from the Sundevils. Moncrief will chip it out of the zone. Forecheck pressure coming from Kowalczyk. Maybe hits the puck, takes a shot, scores! Braden Maybe, lovely shot there just over the shoulder of Dowell and makes it 1-1 with a goal for the Sundevils. They celebrate a good goal. 7:43, we've got a nice close game here, Courtney.
Absolutely, and it's nice to see both teams playing so intensely, particularly at 10 to 10 at night. That was beautiful.
These guys are just getting out of bed this time of day. Junior teams, all these teenagers.
I would normally be going to bed.
Sundevils trying to clear it from their zone, but we've got some pressure coming now from the Sabres. Hosen gets organised, but it's off a shin pad, and he has to chase it into the corner to sell it down as Samuel Lamb pushes forward to get the Sundevils in the attacking zone. Sabres going the other way. Dushman has it. Takes a shot, and it's off the pad and wide, but that was a good effort, good opportunity there for Dushman. Father tells me he's off to Nova Scotia on Friday to play for a junior team.
Oh, fantastic.
The Miners. Is that what it's called?
There's more and more young Aussie players getting opportunities overseas, and
Yeah.
I think it's just fantastic.
Yeah, we've seen a number from the AHL, the younger players in the AHL getting to play overseas. That shot from Hosen goes off a stick and wide.
From what I've gathered, there's 2 to 3 of almost every team.
It seems like that may be more. Yeah, I think there's some more we haven't really heard about. We know we've got a few from here in Newcastle and Sweden, and we'll get one going to Canada. Shot on net, and Sabres get it back. Hosen has a look, takes a shot, it's off the stick, and been picked up by the Sabres, but they're under pressure here from Haslam, who's got a great forecheck going. Into the attacking zone come the Sabres. And some good hits being laid out by the Sun Devils to break up the play. Kept in the zone by Hosen. Fires it towards the net, but didn't have much time, so it went pretty wide. Patrolling the blue line, trying to keep the Sabres on the attack. He pinches, and he's going to get some help from Dushman and others as they get on side. Fired into the zone by Dushman. Chance in front, but a little tap for the stick there. Just sent it wide of the player creeping into the slot. So that was Noah. Oh, wasn't Noah? Well, who's wearing number 9 then?
Yeah, number 9 is Noah.
But 22 was Noah when he scored the goal. I reckon you're right. I think it's Max Miller. I think actually it was Max Miller was 22. What we see with the live scoring is that they'll just put it under one person, then they'll fix it up when they get the more information. So it could be that what we're getting from live scoring is not accurate. It wasn't with the last game. They had to go back and patch it as they went. There
may be an error. Just the 2 players listed under 22. They haven't updated Noah to be number 9. So
well, we've seen the numbers have changed since we got these, about 4 o'clock this afternoon? So. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Noah Moncrief is wearing number 9. Actually, Eric's probably watching. He might be able to tell us. You'll know his face.
Yeah, when he skated off in front of us.
Yeah.
The Moncriefs are a very well-known family.
Got a couple of brothers playing in the AJIHL.
Correct. Hello to Xander Wardlaw over in Edinburgh if he's tuning in to watch his brother play tonight. He's been doing really well over there.
Yeah, it's been some great to see some Aussie players playing good level overseas. Oh, good chance for Sundevils. Shot on net. And the save made there by AJIHL. Good shot on net and off the blocker save into the corner by Jewell. That's icing call on the Sun Devils. Back we go to the west end of the rink for a face-off in the Sun Devils' end. Face-off coming up.
Nick Air, the ref, is all over the changes, making sure that anyone that's swapped on the icing switches back. He doesn't miss anything.
Reminds me of Jeff Scott like that. He knows all the rules and he's very much on the ball. Loves hockey. Good move there. That's Charlie Ross in 78. Good hustle. Possession changing back and forth here. Good contest happening. 1-1. Shots pretty close, 11-9, favouring the Sabres. But Sun Devils have had some really good opportunities, some really good scoring chances.
That was a nice little kick off the foot there. It takes some skill and some balance to be able to realise you're not going to get it with your stick and just put your foot in the right spot.
That's right. People don't realise normally using those skates for skating, like kicking a puck. So skating on one foot is a great skill. Takes great balance. Shot on net and a great save there by Dow.
Look, it's very equal pressure in this first period. It's hard to actually fault them on anything. Both teams are good passes, good opportunities, good movement. They're all very good skaters. They're fast and accurate. So it's quite fun to watch this one.
Well, that shot was Callum Wardlaw, so you'd expect it was accurate. He's playing for the Rhinos now. Shot on net and a good save right off the chest pad. And cleared by the defence. A great job there by the defence of Sun Devils. Aggressive forecheck by Samuel Lamb. That goes off a couple of sticks. Rapchuk heads to the net. Sabres do a good job of taking it to the safety of the corner. Canada Lawnmower checks to see who took out his skates. It was 96, Lachlan Fixer was a guilty party. Nearly goes into the bench there. That shot from Marcus Hosen. Picked up, loose puck, wraparound attempt, loose puck. But some good hassle from the Sundevils to break it up. Kept in the zone for now. Now it's a neutral ice. Some hustle from Rapchuk. The shot off the Sabres player Hosen and into the corner to safety. Forecheck by Zeller, turn around, and he's going to have to work with Rapchuk here. Heads towards the net. And waving at it as it goes past was down. Sabres turn about. Trying to get moving forward, but the pass intercepted there and went straight to Matthew Valancourt. Campbell in the corner. He's battling with Jackson. Sundevils trying to get it in front, get a good shot away. The Sabres pushing it out of the zone, but good hustle from the Sundevils to turn around. They're on the attack again, takes a shot, and play broken up. Here comes Dushman. Long strides, that skating style. Battles for the puck, but cannot take it away from the Sundevils player. Devils cut off that pass. Shot towards the net, goes off a stick and well wide. Duel there, minding the net. Sun Devils trying to break out of the zone, currently kept in by the Sabres. Off the body of Dushman. Chance for Moncrief, takes a shot. Sorry, it was no Moncrief, number 9. Outside the line, just as the whistle blows for the end of first period. And a great first period, 1-1 after 20 minutes. Close game, Courtney.
Absolutely. That's a very evenly matched game, and I can't fault them. I think if they can just maintain their energy and come out and keep driving hard for those opportunities, we'll see more goals out of the game.
So just stick around, people. There will not be an ice clean between these two periods, just a 2-minute break. So there's a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back underway for the second period. There is an ice clean between the second and third, so we will have a short break in that one, where you'll have a rest from us and commentary.
But you can see on our little side cameras there, the coaches talking to their teams. So I think really there's very little correction to be made from a novice's perspective, in that both teams their passing seems better, their movement's good, they're all really great skaters. Like, you can see in their foot movement, they're fast crossovers, good edge work. They've got the right tight turns to get away from whoever's coming in trying to take the puck. I think it's an exciting game.
It sure is.
Certainly not boring.
No, lots of energy too, and some good hits, but also some clean hits as well. So there's been good sportsmanship. I'm seeing kind of what I expected to see. Sabres know each other better.
Yeah.
But the individual skill level I'm seeing from Sun Devils has been countering that. So Sabres are playing a bit better as a team. But you'd expect that. These guys often, some of these guys have been playing together since they were little kids, and DeFree and some of those younger national tournaments, or even playing together in the same clubs in Sydney and Newcastle and Central Coast. So we expect that. Sun Devils, we've got two really strong states, though. So when you add them together, Queensland and Western Australia together, you're going to have a really good team. So the individual skill level is really good on the Sun Devils. So they're kind of countering each other. It'll be interesting to see which is going to win out of the two.
I was talking to someone ahead of the game, one of the dads, and he said really this that first period was a training session for them.
Yes.
So they were really just going to work out how to work well together. And this period we may see them gel a bit more. So really each period they play in this series, they'll get better and better.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think Sunday we can expect a lot of improvement from the Sundevils because they haven't had the opportunity to play together much. There's going to be a lot more room for teamwork improvements. But Sabres will learn quickly too. They're a deep team and they've got lots of options and there will be no pushovers. But to resume for the second period, Nick Eyre drops a puck and the Sundevils get it off the face-off, though quickly Stephen Olkin's been injecting himself. As a good hustle from the Sabres right from the start here, and they quickly steal the puck from the Sundevils. And the break-up play kept it in the attacking zone, although that puck's been lost, and the Sundevils will get it out. Milos Mikosi was handling a puck there. He sends it around behind his net. Marcus Hosen pinning his man against the boards. Intercepted pass. Rapchuk takes a shot. He has a wicked shot. That is not the man you want to give the puck away to. Unfortunate bounce off the stick there for Sucha. Sabres keeping it in the attacking zone for now. Trying to get it on net. It's loose. Goes around behind, but he's running out of space. Sucha keeping him pinned. Taken down there. I think it was Charlie Ross, 78. Yep. Chance in front. Takes a shot. Scores! I think it was Harry Jackson in 28. Scoring for the Sundevils to get them up 2-1 within the first 90 seconds here of the second period.
They worked hard for that one. They had to push up hard. We can watch on the replay currently, the Thorpe Fox media replay. Come through and the goalie just couldn't see it.
It was a sweeping shot. I remember Matt Ezzy in years past telling me it was that type of shot can be the hardest to stop because you don't know where it's going to go. Sundevils moving the puck nicely. Backhand gets it right through the paint and out the other side. Heading across in front of Dowell, Connor Dowell, wearing number 1 for the Sabres. With you the puck, I think that was Lamb. Can't see all the numbers from here. Sundevils putting some good pressure on the Sabres, but that's been intercepted and they get it out at the zone. And we'll try to put some pressure on the other end. Spinning about, we think that is Max Miller in 22. Sundevils defending, the attacking end right now, second period. Ross scored that goal. And the Sundevils throw it in. Sabres trying to break out. Dushman gets a pass that's off a stick. Scatty onto it. There's Miller. Chance from Moncrief takes a shot and scores! Sabres get one back, it's 2-2.
I think Noah's happy he got a goal. It's pretty safe to say. Look, I was about to say that the Sabres weren't looking like they were holding the puck very well, and then they proved me wrong a few seconds later. But, you know, that's just evidence that they didn't give up. Even though they lost possession a couple of times in the neutral zone, they got it back, and they got a goal. For
me, I think the Sabres are well positioned. They haven't been getting their dispatches, their passes off as cleanly, but they've been in the right position. They've been fine because of that, or it's countered that. And I think that's how that one happened. Like, there wasn't a clean pass, but because they were on the right spots and working together as a team, they still managed to get in the right position, get a good shot away. It shows there's many factors to hockey, how things develop. Moncrief at the face-off, pushes that one forward, but the Sundevils will clear it out of the zone, and it could be an icing. Arm is up, and it's waved off. Linesman Craig Tonks.
And Richard Martin is our other.
Richard Martin's our other. Oh, was Richard on goal? Oh, it's goal! Beautiful pass right on the stick, and Jack Molly finishes with a beautiful goal with a one-timer right between the dots.
It is very tit for tat in this game.
It sure is.
1 for 1, and look, as I said in the break, it's these teams coming out pushing hard. We were going to see more goals, and here we go. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Sabres respond to that quite quickly.
It's feeling a bit like an hockey game at the moment. Face off. Devils push that aside. There's some good hustle here from Stephen Olkin. Putting the Jets on. That's gone through the Sabres, and they're going to have to play it safe here, as is good for jet pressure from the Sundevils. Molly tries to tap it down. He does get it. Gets across the red line. Fires it, though. It's hit one of the Sabres. And they're going to try and get organised with their breakout, which they do. Up the right wing it goes. Looks inside. Tries a button hook. Send it to the D-man at the point. Takes a shot. It's off the glove and into the corner. Sundevils had a 2-on-1 basically, and they shot though was a little wide. Bryce Hodges firing that. Sucha gets the pass away to a quiet zone. Play broken up by David Quinn in 25. He's going to move the puck forward into the attacking zone. Takes a shot. It's off a stick and up into the netting for a stop of play. 3-2 Sundevils. 5 minutes down in the second period.
Can I just comment on that lovely catch by Nick? That puck was in the air and he caught it well. It's my worst fear when I officiate is when someone throws the puck at me, I lose sight.
Right, it disappears up into the background. Puck bouncing, but it's been settled by Hosen. He takes a quick shot from the point, and it doesn't go far from that blue plate. Hosen now absorbs a hit. Sabres fire it across the blue line, hits the skate of Craig Tonks' linesman. Sabres hustle back to protect their goalie, and Hosen right over his goalie. He knows what to do.
Good choice of words. That back check, it was a good hustle.
It was a great hustle. And he put his body over that of his goalie to protect him. That's
a defenseman's
classic
job.
D-man.
Yep.
Face off. The Sundevils have it in the attacking zone. Jackson fires it around the boards. It's picked up by Mikoski. Sabres can't get it out of the zone. Sundevils have an opportunity. Shot. And it's off the gear of Mikoski. And we've got to stop a play. We've got a player down. Just checking on him. One of the Sundevils players. Try and get a number for you. He's a little sore getting up, but I think he's okay. Checking the stick. I think it might be 78 Charlie Ross. Can we see a number? Yeah.
79?
There's no 79. 78 Charlie Ross or 29 Hunter Boland.
Couldn't quite see it in the crease of his jersey.
Face off. Sundevils have it. Matthew Valancourt patiently waits, takes a shot from the blue line there. I think that was Aaron Rapture for the puck. Maybe now between the circles, looking for an opportunity. Gets the puck, can't get a shot away. Up to the top of the umbrella, where Valancourt distributes the puck. He takes a shot, and it's stopped there and covered up by Connor Dowell for the Sabres.
Just jumping back to last period, I do have confirmation number 22 is Max Miller. Shout out to Mel Matheson at home. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. Face off and flung down ice. It is a penalty kill, so they are welcome to do so. Sabres down 1 for another 1 minute and 12 seconds. Sucher hands that puck off. Rabchuk with a burst of speed carries the puck in with a nifty little drop pass. He had Jack Molly in support. You can hear the call for the back door there. That's Dushman. He's got to cover Sucher. And the Sabres have moved the puck out to safety. They've got 41 seconds to kill. Max Miller overskates that, but we got the puck to the right end of the ice. That's what counts. Sundevils setting up their power play, but it's off a stick of Max Miller. And they'll fling it down ice to burn another few seconds as we go down to 20 remaining in this power play for the Sundevils. They lead 3-2 though. Forward check by Callum Wardlaw, keeping them honest. Play broken up by the Sabres. Happy to throw it down ice as the seconds tick away, and now we're at even teams. Marcus Hosen returns.
It is the best and safest way to kill a penalty. Just get it to the other end for as long as it can be down there.
Best, well, other than scoring, best thing you can do is have it in their end under your control.
True.
That's icing on the Sabres, so they won't get to change. Oh, no, it's been waved off. We're going to centre ice.
Yeah, I think that Nick's ruling it because Ryan got down there first.
Yeah.
The good old hybrid icing rule.
Yes. Well, he was down below the red line before the other team, so seems correct, and therefore icing reversed or cancelled, and we'll go to centre ice. Dushman fires it in. Got Kai Rash helping him out. Samuel Lamb is there at 21 trying to get it out, but Sabres keeping in. Hosen now with it. Gets it to Dushman. Can't shake off two players. He gets by one. The checking's been good. It's been clean and effective, but there hasn't been anything too brutal or malicious. Sam Lamb, nice move to get it off the skates. Takes the puck in. He's got support there, but the shot turned away by the very experienced Marcus Hosen. Sabres try to clear it, breaking up the play of the Sundevils. Sundevils just fling it back in, so the Sabres need to get organised. That's gone back to the Sundevils, who are going to send it back in, throw it back at them. Harry Jackson doing that. Out of the attacking zone, so at the very least they'll be offside. Sabres knock it down, try to get it on net, and a shot and cleared. Nicely done there by Dewar for the Sundevils. Devils now up the right wing. Looking to take a shot. It's Braden Maybe. Played some AJIHL himself. Battle at the blue line for the park. Sabres on the attack. Hosen with a quick shot and turned aside there by Dua. Valancourt picking the puck up off the boards. Uses the boards as the extra man to get to his D partner. Pass a little off target there. Trying to hit Kaizella. And it goes up behind Dowell of the Sabres. Sabres leave it behind, trying to do their breakout pass. Now it's out of the zone. It's getting onto it with some speed. Bit of hustle there from Jerry Zhao. Shot on net. He thinks he's got it, but it's actually...
it's still very loose.
Yeah, he thought he had it under him, but it was actually in the possession of the players. Oh, shuts the gate. Nice check there by Matthew Campbell. Just shut the gate on the player. Classic check, and well done too. Clean check. We're going back to centre ice.
I think the linesman didn't see that the Sabre touched it as it went through the zone, so
Cancelling out an icing.
Yeah. It was very close. It was very borderline, so it's understandable they may not have quite seen it if players were blocking their view.
If he keeps this up, Craig Tonks might owe some beers to some of the referees. Attempted shot just a little wide of the net and picked up there. Sabres trying to clear their zone. Matthew Campbell working around his net. Sabres chasing again, but Sundevils nicely pinning them in their end at the moment. Out they go into neutral ice. Puck on its end, rolling as it goes. Mika Lajanen using his extra size there to good advantage, and here come the Sabres. Takes a shot and gloved and held.
In what I like to call a mic drop glove save, because that looked pretty.
I've also heard there's a Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, oh, I like that one.
Statue of Liberty, holding it up for people to see. The hot dog. There's a couple of goalies like to do the hot dog. Show it off a bit.
Look, there remains a lot of pressure from both sides. This game's maintained its intensity right through to this point. So
Sundevils were lucky there. Bryce Hodges jumped the whistle, and they'd already been blown out the first time. If that was blown the second time, it would have been a penalty on the Sundevils, but they were fortunate. That one goal lead they have could be very valuable going forward because it's a really tight contest. And we haven't had the air hockey. The goals have settled down for a while, but not the pace. Shot on there and scores. Just unfortunate bounce has gone straight to the player. That's Jack Molly, and he has fired it right past by Connor Dowell.
that was lovely. Look, it really highlights again people being right where they need to be. He's in the slot. His players on the boards. He's exactly where he needs to receive a pass, take a beautiful shot.
Right between the circles.
I think coaches that have trained me would say that's just textbook hockey right there. He's right in the shooting zone. He's in the slot.
And he didn't start there. He was started like at the top of the circle, but he moved in as he saw the play developed. After he saw that deflection, and he was in the right spot to score. It was a really good goal.
It's the way to do it to keep them off you. If you're marked up in one spot but you move, you open yourself up.
Well, that's 2 goals for Molly. Shot by Braden Maybe, and goes high but not out of play, so play continues. Samuel Lamb breaks up the play at the half boards, and we've got more pressure from the Sundevils, who now have a 4-2 lead. Quick shot on net, it's off some shin guards. Kai rush into the corner. Dushman tries to bring it out in front, but he's held in place by the Sundevils. It goes through the other side, still in the attacking zone. Noel Moncrief leans on it, tries to get his team back in position. That's gone past Dushman. And now Charlie Ross in 78 tries to clear it. Sabres keep it in, but not for long as Samuel Lamb carries the punt forward. Gets around some plays. I thought that was offside. It was offside, yeah. Just broke up the play a little and he just let it fall over the blue line as he carried it forward and his teammates were already in. But that's the advantage of standing up on your blue line. You can cause players to have to do that and get their team offside.
Absolutely.
Face off. Sundevils have control in the attacking zone. They have a 2-goal lead after that goal. Jackson sends his man out wide. Marcus Hosen takes down his man. He's going to have to back up now in defence though. Valancourt will drop and spin about, leaving it behind. As his forwards take the play in. Valancourt through the screen and a great save there, and it's held by Dylan Dewar.
Something I'm noticing that the Sun Devils do really well is that they won't necessarily do an all-out hit, but they use the physicality and to just bump the Sabres off the puck, and they just do it enough that the Sabres are losing the momentum to keep carrying it, and they can pick it up and go with it. Yeah. And I think that's a really effective way to use contact hockey, and not necessarily with a full hit when it's not needed. They're playing really smart hockey. Yeah, that's right.
People get wound up a bit in the spectacular hits, but when you look at the textbook stuff they teach, especially old school hockey, you basically what we call rub them out. Like you would just kind of rub them into the board so they couldn't move, and then the puck keeps going, they don't. Yeah, they're doing a great job of that.
And we're seeing it tonight. It's been quite effective for them.
Yeah. It's credit to their coaches of the past that taught them how to check really well. Appeal for a penalty, not forthcoming. In front, there's an opportunity for a goal though. Sun Devils are buzzing around the net, threatening a goal, and now we've got to stop a play, and there is a penalty coming. A tripping call being made. I think it's going against the Sabres, so there'll be a Sun Devil power play. We've got 4:29 left in the second period, and they've got 2 up.
Dewar with a great skate out of the net then to give his team that extra man on the delayed penalty. I always find it interesting to watch the goalies and how well they can skate. Some of them try.
Some are actually pretty good skaters because they play as a forward or D in summer leagues, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sucha gets a pass off to Valancourt through the screen and a good stop in front. Sabres grab the loose puck. The pass to Dushman is intercepted. Valancourt, solid D-man there, acting as quarterback, distributing the puck. Does it again. His dad's on the bench as a coach, so he knows what to do. Another great stop. Aaron Rabchuk, hard to contain. He's going to try and get it in front. He's got a great scoring touch. He can pass as well. Off the skate, but clever move by Valancourt. It didn't so much matter as he controlled it that he didn't let it get out of the zone. It's out of the zone now, and Aaron Rabchuk is watched by Dushman 18 versus 18. Rabchuk gets a bump, keeps going. Max Miller with the bump. Shot on net, off some shin pads and well wide of the net. It looks a bit like a power play at the moment. It is a power play. Wanted to say it's a nice looking power play. Oh, and a good save in a second save. No, he got it by on the second attempt. And I think that was Sucha with the finish to get the Sun Devils up 5-2 as we come close to the end. Just 3 minutes to go here in the second period.
What made that effective is you see just how well they move the puck around the ice. the whole setup to that moment, they were side to side, around behind the net until they found that space, and as soon as they found it, they've put it in the back where it belongs.
Yeah, kept after the puck like a terrier. Looked for the bounce and put it away.
Again, it just highlights what you and I have been saying all night, and it comes down to positioning of those players supporting the puck carrier, and when they're in the right spot, they can get the goal.
We're seeing that happen. Sundevils with another chance to save, a great one. Dylan Dewar, his team owes him after that great save. Shot on net off a stick and out of play.
Into the red seats.
2:33 left in this second period.
So I feel like the Sabres are starting to slip a little bit, and that can come when you've got a couple of goals piling up against you that are unanswered. So the Sun Devils have a lot of the momentum.
Just checking a hole in the ice, I think there, Craig Tonks, but looks like we're good to go. Face off, won by the Sabres. They keep it in the zone. Flung towards the net, but it's wide. Going to be kept in by David Quinn. Bouncing around, picked up and a quick shot on net, and a good save there. Keeps it safe for Dowell. Have another face-off in the Sun Devil zone. It's a lot cold in the rink tonight. They've fixed some of the machinery, I'm told, and maybe not as many people here as well. We're feeling it here in the rink tonight. Sun Devils have possession with their breakout, clean pickup. Up through neutral zone, into the attacking zone. Sabres, though, defending their end. Loose puck. Chipped into the corner, but under pressure are the Sabres. Sucha sends it back. It's picked up by Zetter. He has a look. Sends it out to Sam Lamb on the right side. Sabres will bring it back. Max Miller has to wait for his teammate to get on side. It wasn't Max Miller, it was number 12, pardon me. That was Declan Devine. I thought I saw 22, it was 12. Stop a play. We got 1:08 left in the second. 3-goal lead now for the Sun Devils, 5-2. Definitely been their period. They've scored 4-1 in this period. It was 1-1 at the end of the first.
I think travel in this time of night takes its toll, but it seems to be taking its toll on those that live the closest.
Michael told me when we were coming up for this game that he thought the Sun Devils were pretty stacked. They had their pick of two really good states, and we're seeing that. There's lots of talent on the Sun Devils team. Kind of a super team, I guess. Western Australia have a really good program going over there, and they have, as a state, been able to win quite a few of the Tange tournaments and the free and that sort of stuff. So it's not surprising that if you combine with some of the best from Queensland, you've got a really strong team. Attempted shot on net goes a little wide there. Off Jack Shepherd. Hosen can't leave the zone with the puck. Broken up by Valancourt. The two come together there in a check. Valancourt unbothered. He gets the puck back now. Dispatches the puck. Hodges has it in the corner. tries to get it back. Miller spins about. And he's run out of time. That's the second period done. So at the end of the second period, we have a 5-2 lead for the Sundevils after a 1-1 first period. A great period for the Sundevils, mostly a combined Queensland and Western Australian team. Have outscored the Sabres 4-1 in that period for a 5-2 lead.
Look, it's been quite an exciting game. No complaints on my end for what we're seeing. There's a lot of good puck movement, really interesting plays by both teams. I found the Sabres, their tactic in the penalty kill wasn't what you would normally see. More often than not, they would box up and shut down those lanes, but instead there was a lot of movement between the three players. Like, you had your players that stayed with the goalie, but the way they moved, they were shutting down the lanes very effectively. So that was something interesting in that period that I noticed.
Okay.
And I think if both teams can maintain that intensity and that energy, take the break and come out a little bit fresh in 15 minutes time, as fresh as you can, we'll have a really good third period.
Well, there's already chats happening with the Sabres. They're working out their game plan to try and win back a few goals and get back in the game. Ray Sheffield's on the ice with Zamboni right now. That's our cue to have a break, so we'll be back after a short break for the third and final period of this game. But at the moment, as it stands, the Sundevils 5 lead the Sydney Sabres 2 after 2 periods. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Hunrice Skating Stadium for this AJIHL matchup here. We got the Sydney Sabres down by 5-2 after a really good period we just saw there from the Sundevils, a combination team mostly made up of Western Australian and Queensland players, pretty stacked with talent. And after a 1-1 first, we had a 4-1 period from the Sundevils, which is why they now lead 5-2. Third and final period underway as Nick airdrops the puck. Sundevils send it up the right wing. Turned around by the Sabres. They'll need to pick up their game after not doing, really close first period, as you would imagine, 1-1. But, and they scored first. But Sundevils just made the better opportunities.
Absolutely, and that first few 15, 14 seconds of this period, they're already putting that pressure on.
They are. Aaron Rupchuk in close.
Oh.
Hustle for the puck. He always goes hard. Only has one speed.
Go.
Moncrief. Experienced player, plays for the Sydney Bears. Aaron Rupchuk for the Lightning. So there's quite a few players between these two teams that have played AIHL. The highest level of hockey we have in Australia. These are our future, these players you see over this weekend. At least those were available. I know some might have had to be, some might be doing their HSC right now.
True.
Or the equivalent in the other states.
And sometimes travel's just not viable for players at times.
Yeah, so we'll probably have some players who should probably be here this week but can't, due to commitments, work, study. Face off, and that's cleared out of the zone. So Samuel Lamb putting the pressure on there. I think it was Jerry Zhao. Max Miller for checking, but puck is frozen and held on to by Dylan Dewar. So the two goalies for the Sundevils are Tom Forrest and Dylan Dewar. We've only seen Dylan Dewar so far in this game. In the previous game, all four goalies had a go. Yep. And so far it's been Connor Dowell for the Sabres, and in reserve is Matt Montgomery, a local from Newcastle. Ross on the attack. They got a 2-on-none. Takes a shot, scores! Devils up 6-2.
If I'm correct, 27 is actually Matt Montgomery, because I recognise those pads.
Oh, they have. You're right. They've changed goalies. So
something about the local goalies where you just get to know their pads.
Yeah. Okay. You've got me there. So the Sabres have changed goalies. I did not pick that up.
They've been doing it to you all night.
Oh, they have.
The sneaky goalie swap, just to trick Pete Lambert.
Not behind the ball, as in watching it. I'm dropping the ball from behind, I think.
Oh,
Eric would have picked that up.
Hopefully Matt can just put that aside and focus on the rest of the period.
It was a 2-on-none. There's not a lot you can do as a goalie when it's a 2-on-none, and it was a beautiful shot right in the top corner. So,
and a very stop-start period, so there's not a lot has been able to happen as far as some flow of hockey. It's just been very quick whistles.
Sabres trying to put some pressure on at the other end, get a goal back. I do think they're a good side. They've got also a combination of some of the better players of Sydney, where we had two teams. We've got Newcastle players, Central Coast players, all available for this team. Maybe even some ACT players, although there was ACT players on the Melbourne side. Sabres on the attack, got control in the attacking zone, which is a good start, but just rubbed out there between two players. That was classic. We was talking about those checking skills before. That was that classic rub-out checking skill. Marcus Hosen with the puck right now. Normally playing defence, but he's helping out, taking a leadership role with this team. Noah Moncrief, another leader for them, carrying the puck. Gets around Hosen. Hosen fires on net. And a good save there, made by Dylan Dewar. Nico Lagenin steps the puck around for Hosen, gets it in front, backhand spin and try, and a stop by Dewar. So the spin and shot there was Jerry Zhao. has the puck right now. And support. Gets it to Dushman. He makes a nice move to shake off the check, but not for the second man. And that's flung back down ice by Bryce Hodges. We've got to stop a play.
I believe the linesman's calling an offside. An intentional offside?
I guess so.
To come that far back, I would have to...
Craig Tonks, the linesman. Must have been an icing.
That would make sense.
Couldn't be intentional offside there because it was going the other way. Shot on net wide, reaches for it, do it, but that's into the corner. Dushman tries to fish it out. Sabres keeping it alive in the attacking zone. Gets some space, takes a shot, and a good stop there by the Sundevils. But Sabres getting some opportunity here. Looking to score into the attacking zone. Quick shot. One thing they have been willing to do this period is to take the shot. Squeezed out Moncrief by the defence. Keep it in the attacking zone, but not for long as that goes down ice, and that will be icing again on the Sundevils. They did get a couple of changes, I think, but most of these guys have been out there for a good shift or so.
And when you're ticking close to 11 p.m. and 16 minutes to go in the third, it's a long game.
One thing I want to see from the Sabres here is they've got a second icing on the Sundevils, and they are just slowly making their way down the ice. If they want to make use of the icing, they should be down there in a couple of seconds ready to go. They've got fresh legs. They're not putting pressure on the Sundevils by doing that. Minor attention to detail can make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got a third one here now.
Yeah. Once again, they should be down there waiting, making the Sundevils look like they're dragging their feet, not the other way around. Who's taking the face-off? Callum Wardlaw was the man who got to it eventually. Out of play. I don't think there will be a penalty. Nope. Just points to the spot, so we've got another face-off, but the Sundevils can change after that one.
Which will make a big difference because I think they've been trying to change for a few shifts now and they've been a bit stuck with those icings.
Wardlaw, face-off. Did go to a teammate, but he didn't have any space. With plenty of pressure there from Braden Mabey. Sabres get it into the attacking zone. First to it are the Devils. Now they get it out of their zone into neutral ice. Rushing onto it is Mabey. Looks inside. Can't complete the pass to Haslam. Maybe fires it on net. Loose in front, but picked up by the Sabres, and they get it out to safety. Sundevils move it from D-man to D-man. Nice move to shake off the attacker, but the backhand pass was not clean from Sam Holmes. Now Max Miller. Some good skills from the Sabres here. They've just got to get the teamwork rolling a bit better. There's some players I really like the look of tonight, Courtney. I've seen some of these before, but Marcus Hosen, for me, has been super solid.
Yep.
Valancourt for the Sundevils. Braden Mabey, when he's been out there, has been always kind of featured, getting in there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They're very much standing out. Just watching the puck a bit more at the moment, and the Sabres just aren't quite making those tidy passes. They're bouncing off sticks. They're not quite landing where they want them to go.
Well, that was a good pass. That was actually over a stick too, or unless he squeezed it under the stick. I thought the D-man did a good job there blocking it, putting the stick on the ice. But the pass has come across and beautifully finished there.
And that's the
Let's
difference.
watch this replay. Look at the setup.
Yeah, that's the difference where the Sundevils are doing well with their passes, but the Sabres have just lost that touch.
Actually, I think it was... Yeah, he didn't make the pass. He took the shot instead. There's a nice move there by Oscar None.
It is challenging being a cold goalie for 2 periods and getting put in for the last one, so it'd be nice to see the Sabres come back and attack offensively a bit more.
72 lead now for the Sundevils. Definitely a stacked team full of talent. We keep on seeing some really good teams come out of Western Australia. We see it in AJIHL, we see it in the Tange, the Free, all levels. And in the women's too, actually. They've been great, had some great teams in the women's from Western Australia. And Queensland have been building up like that too. Got some really good talent, so no surprise this is a great team. Long pass, Dushman gloves it down, he's got a breakaway, can't get the shot away. There's good pressure from 2 defenders.
Good coverage from those defenders to get in his way as well. The Sundevils are shutting the Sabres down. They're just not getting close enough to make an effective attack.
There's not many players that, as juniors, score in their first ever AHL game, but Ryan Dushman is one of those. He has 1 point in the AHL. It was the goal he scored in his first game. True, he hasn't had a lot of quality shifts since then. He's a junior member of a really strong team, but he came out of the penalty box, picked up the puck that was loose and scored. So it's kind of a dream for a lot of players to get a start like that.
Absolutely.
Well, Nathan Walker scored his first NHL goal off his backside. So
that's right. But just onto Ryan for a moment. He's quite effective in East Coast. He's quite often on that score sheet, either goals or assists. So he's certainly got a lot to give.
He's very
to
tall.
Any team.
He's got long strides, kind of like his dad skated a bit like that too. And I think once he comes back after our summer over in Canada, I think he's going to be a great player. Malik West is another one.
Yep.
He's playing in Sweden at the moment.
Yep.
And Glenn Fold told me he's going to be playing for Adelaide next year, so that's a great pickup for them to have him on their side.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was already a good player when he left. He's going to come back a great player. Such a play is offside, so they're going to be blown down at the blue line, so it's a 7-2 lead. Sabres will be keen to get a couple of goals back. It might be beyond them now to win this game, but they certainly want to get some of that momentum back and get the good feeling back in the team.
That was well played by the Sabres to get the Sundevils offside.
Mm-hmm.
They just tapped it on the line and knocked it out, and the momentum of Sundevils that went in just missed the part that they still had players that hadn't quite got their foot over the line yet.
I think, was that a neck protector?
Neck guard, yeah. They had a few fall off tonight in this game.
Yeah. Well, we have some 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds playing in this tournament. So by the rules, they have to wear a neck guard until, I think, 18. 18,
yeah. And that's the same with the cage. So you'll notice a lot of them have cages on. There's only a couple that have.
I thought they all had.
There was one with a visor.
Okay.
I think he's just here next to the coach.
Oh, yeah. Marcus Hosen. Yeah.
And another one on the Sundevils. So a couple of older players in amongst the younger ones. Sundevils have really fast hands in this little play. Those passes to maintain possession were really on point and perfect.
Breakout, trying to break out Max Miller here for the Sabres. But heaps of pressure and turn around here by the Sundevils, but they're offside.
Unfortunately, they turned that over quicker than Aram could pick up, and he was just a foot offside. The bench doesn't agree.
Down to the last 11 minutes.
Anything can happen in hockey, but the Sabres really need to work together and get their passes more on point, get their attack and their break in to actually get an opportunity.
Yeah, even though the Sundevils are looking fresher as they go along. Sabres have still got good hustle, but they need to keep up that intensity. That's how they get what they're going to need to beat this really strong team. Miller. Pass. Bit behind the player, so he couldn't move it along very well. Miller takes down Zeller. Greenwood couldn't dispatch it cleanly. Tight hit. Rapchuk has a look. And a diving save there. Puts his body on the line, Kowalczyk. Monty stops the puck. Leaves it for his teammates. Off a skate. And Sundevils trying to set up their player. Happy just to look for rebounds, and that's worked for him a lot of the time too. Just get shots on net, get some rebounds, put the puck away. And it's a good stop for Monty there with 9:33 left in the game. 7-2 lead now for the Sundevils.
It gives his team a chance for a line change too. We're getting five new people out there with fresh legs. Hopefully they can move the puck and start attacking a bit more.
Matt Montgomery's not been playing hockey for that long, but he's doing so well now to be playing East Coast, AJIHL, in looking to fight his way into selection for the Aussie team, and had a couple of games of AIHL as well.
He's definitely what many would regard as a hard-working and a very coachable player from what I hear, so yeah, that's what any coach is hoping for on a team.
Chance here for the Devils. The shot is high and wide from Brandon Maybe. Kept in the zone. We've got two players in between the circles. Montgomery slaps the puck behind his neck to safety, and it was a good move too, as Devils had plenty of players in front looking for a rebound. Devils pick up the loose puck. Sabres able to keep the puck moving and keep them from getting control in their zone. Chipped out and chased by Hosen. Hosen follows up with a check. And Montgomery freezes the puck with 8:36 remaining in the game.
You are not wrong with your comment a moment ago. Like the Sundevils still look like they've got the same energy they did when they started this game, but the Sabres are starting to slip. So the next 8 minutes, everything counts throughout the Red Robin. So the more they can do, the point difference that they can narrow down, it all counts towards the end of the series. Even though it's only 5 days, it's still every little bit counts.
Face off. Broke it up a bit there. Bounces off players, but Dushman's going to carry it forward for the Sabres. Got some space, got some backhand, tries a shot, and nice save there by Dylan Dewar.
And that's exactly what they need to do more of. Get the puck and just get in that zone.
Well, we'll see the strength of Dushman there. His skating doesn't look that graceful, but it's very effective.
You mentioned those long legs. I think it just doesn't take much when your legs are that bit longer to make some good strides.
So Ryan probably would have been an even better player, but he was actually one of the great juniors in soccer in the area. He was in the emerging Jets team. Yeah, he was in the emerging Jets team, the junior Jets for the A-League. So, but eventually, eventually you just don't get picked if you're not one of the few golden boys, and so he's come back to hockey and he's loving it. So he's off to Nova Scotia this week to further his ice hockey career.
And unfortunately, he's now got 2 minutes in the box.
Yes. 2 minutes for high sticking for Dushman. He can think about packing get you ready for Nova Scotia. This final 8 minutes, 11 seconds of this game. Valancourt been a really good quarterback for this Sun Devils team, especially in this sort of play and power plays. Oh, nice opportunity, but doesn't get that shot there, was off the heel of the stick. Nick Eyre has his arm up, and so that penalty is going to be on the Sun Devils.
Empty net to give, no, not quite fast enough.
So we're just trying, I think is he saying 21? 21 Liam Jones for the Sun Devils? No.
But
sorry.
they're disputing it.
There is no 21 for Sun Devils. Liam Jones is the Sabres. It was a clear move by Nick Eyre. I saw him put his arm up when he saw the infraction. I didn't see what the infraction was. So we're just trying to figure out who the player is, I guess. Who was that masked man? He was wearing a cage, probably. And mostly white, with maroon and yellow. This is handy for the Sabres. It's going to cancel out. Well, maybe not cancel out, but it's going to be 4-4 here. Better than 5-4 against.
That sounded like he was referencing the age of the player.
Oh, equipment. So he did say to the player before that they had to go on with the neck guard. Remember when the neck guard came off? But
yeah.
no, that was the Sabres player.
Yeah, it was. No, they seem to be... Nick seems to... So what I heard Nick say just below us was that this tournament is for 20 and under. And perhaps there's a player who is 21, which might mean it's an illegal player.
A misconduct. So Nick Eyre's gone and spoken to one of the organisers to confirm some of the rules.
Yeah.
And from that is called a misconduct. I don't know if it was from misconduct of someone's behaviour or the fact that they weren't compliant with some of the rules.
I'm questioning if it was equipment, because he skated over and says everybody needs to wear a net guard.
Right.
So he has commented to the Sun Devils bench everyone should be in a net guard, which could come down to an illegal equipment penalty.
Yep. So that's anyone under 18 must wear a neck guard and have a full cage or full face protection. So it could be the perspex plastic, or it could be the cage. I personally preferred the cage. I had a couple of pucks fired right into my face sometimes in front of the net.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was very happy to have a cage.
But even with the cage, you still need to have the net guard on.
Yeah, for the under 18s, yeah. There have been a couple of cases of people having their neck slashed and carotid artery cut.
I've never been around it. I've never seen it.
No,
I know it's
rare.
happened.
It's rare. I think it's happened in 2 NHL games.
Touch wood.
And both players survived, but it was it's pretty serious.
I'm just trying to listen to what's happening on the bench below us as best I can.
So this seems to be somewhat administrative, where players must have certain equipment requirements, and they have not. Now, this might be a bit harder to police with the Sun Devils because there's two sources of teams. But, I don't know, coaches that's probably really a team manager thing. The coaches have to worry about what the players are doing on the ice. Off the ice, preparation and who's wearing the right equipment is probably more the team manager and assistant coaches. So it will be up to them. But these aren't large travelling contingents. These are junior players as well. But it's important for safety that they are compliant with the rules. And good on Nick too for going up to the officials watching the game there and confirming the rules and how they should be before making his call.
And in the refs course, we are taught that player safety is a huge priority for us.
Yes.
While it is the coach and manager's position to protect their players, we are responsible for them too. So often that's why you'll see plays called dead if a player's not getting back up. There's just moments that they'll pick it.
Yeah. For the Sabres, I think they'll be hoping this helps them out. I mean, I'm assuming that misconduct call means that the Sundevils will be without a couple of players. They might have to set personal 10 minutes or 20-minute penalties.
Right.
Probably not 20 minutes because that would carry over.
Yeah.
But it depends on the ruling. Perhaps that's the case. So, but if they're, I would think personal 10s are pretty likely. So they might actually miss a couple of players who are not wearing the proper protective equipment and haven't been throughout the game. And there was a bit of a warning because the Sabres were told, or one of the teams were told before when one came off, that it had to be on for the next shift. So there was already a bit of warning to make sure you got all your stuff together here, that you're all compliant. All right, so I have confirmation that it is a 10-minute misconduct. And the player called for that. And so it was specific to illegal equipment, as we were talking about. And it was Aaron Rapchuk from Queensland. Plays in the AHL. But in this competition, this is not the AHL, this is a AJIHL. And there are different rules. And that's probably what the argument was about. So with less than 10 minutes, I assume that Aaron's just gone to the change rooms. Chance for the Sabres moving into the zone. Too many players to get around. He had 4 defenders on his own to get through and just couldn't make it through. Sabres doubling back under good pressure. They need good support here from their own players, and that slam must have been Aaron Repchuk getting into the change rooms.
We felt the vibration.
Yeah, it made the whole camera nest up here shake with the slam at the door. Yep, and another one just in case.
Shortly followed by quite a good shot on from the Sabres. It deflected off the post and up into the rafters.
Callum Wardlaw has been leading the Sabres since they came back on the ice here. He's desperate for a goal. He's out there with Noah Moncrief. So this is a pretty experienced line they have going right now. They are still killing a penalty though. They're down a man. It's 5 on 4 with the advantage going to the Sundevils. Just they're missing one of their strike players at the moment with Rapchuk off the ice. Nice check, but he keeps going. There's Molly. Shakes it off, and he's trying to set up his teammates. They've got 2 in front, 1 in front of the net. Here come Hodges calling for it, and bounces up to the top of the umbrella. Shot a net up into the netting and a stopper play. Just 4 seconds left in the penalty kill.
I do feel like that extended stoppage of play has slowed a lot of people down. It's getting later here, and you feel it. And you feel it when you're out there. It doesn't really matter how young you are, and these guys on these teams will it's late and they'll be tired, so I'm sure they'll be eager to see these last 6 minutes out and get some rest.
Sundevils have possession. They get control now, moving it forward from the neutral zone into the Sabres zone. First to it are the Sabres. Olkin moves it around. Sabres trying getting it forward. There's a foot race to the puck. And a bit of a draw on the end, but there was no icing required. Olkin a bit slow to get up. He's got Dushman down with him in the corner. Attempted shot on net, doesn't make it through. And that one's off the skate. Haslan fires it towards the net, stopped by Montgomery, and he'll freeze the puck. 5:27 left in the third. It's still 7-2. Can the Sabres fight back?
I think they'll really, their best play is to be as defensive as possible and just not let that scoreline blow out any further.
Oh, I think they would really want a goal or two just to carry some momentum forward to the next game. I'd go for goals more than defence.
You make a valid point.
I think
at the moment, under the pressure they're in, the defensive play, if they can break out and get up there, then yeah. Try and chase 1 or 2 goals if they can. I've seen a couple of goals scored in a 5-minute window.
Yeah.
Especially in stop time. It's an eternity in hockey.
It can be. Valancourt through a screen, gets a shot away. It's just wide up. I think it contacted a couple of skates on the way through. Sabres can't clear it. And they do get out of the zone now, but it's still contested in neutral ice. Sundevils trying to work it up the right wing. Brendan Mabey carries it in. Tries a no-look pass, doesn't connect. Picked up by the Sabres, they're going to skate it out. Stolen away by Charlie Ross, was the intended recipient of that earlier drop pass. He has the puck again. Off his teammate's skate, so the Sabres will go clean up the scraps. Gregory Kristikov trying to get the puck out with some help there. Chance for maybe, and off a skate and wide. Sucher keeps it in. Onto it is Jerry Zhao. Can't get around the defender. Rubbed out. Beautiful check. And another. Separates the man from the puck. That's all you got to do. You don't have to smash him. Even though it could be fun. Hodges with the puck. Takes a shot and Montgomery grabs that with the glove and freezes the puck. Nice take. A little bit of extracurricular.
Look, it wasn't much, but nothing gets past Nick.
No.
A few little flicks at each other.
I don't call him Hockey Google for nothing. Cross-check is called on Cooley, and we're going to have a face-off, therefore, in the Sundevils zone. This
is a great offensive opportunity for the Sabres to go, as you said, go for a goal.
Yeah, I think it's more important to go for a goal than to try to defend against one. I think I'd prefer 8-3 or 8-4 versus 7-2.
Yeah.
Montgomery stops up the puck, and the Sabres organising their breakout. They have the man advantage for 1:46 now. Not moving up as a team quite as well as they could, but they're getting there. Picked up a loose puck, but it's lots of skates. In the right place are the Sundevils, choking off the middle of the ice. Backhand by Fixter. Pass up the right side, does not connect, so they lose their momentum moving forward. It's really important with that setting up the power play to carry your momentum forward into the zone. Otherwise, this happens. Sundevils get the puck and fling it down ice. Just over a minute now remaining in this power play.
Some fresh legs for the Sundevils who got a change.
Hosa, pass got cut off. Sabres in the zone, and they're offside. 55 seconds remain in the power play.
50-50 call there. What I saw, it stayed on the blue line, but ref has a better angle than I do.
It was close. Callum Wardlaw takes the face-off. Out there with Noah Moncrief. The puck dribbles down towards Montgomery, but his D-man clean up. Dushman under pressure now by Molly. So Sabres still have possession, but they're not getting clean passes away. It's good forechecking pressure from Sundevils. Loose for Dushman, nearly scores. Didn't have much. He was a little bit out of position, just gone a little too far past the net when the puck came to him. That's out of the attacking zone and will be picked up by Moncrief. Back on the puck, has a look, takes a shot, and a beautiful glove stave there.
That was a lovely
Dylan Dewar picks it up, snaps it out of the air.
He's very strong glove side. He has been all night.
Excellent save from Dewar. 10 seconds of power play remaining. Sabres need to get it moving if they want to build some pressure here. Got a player coming out of the box in, well, no seconds. There he goes. Even teams calling for it. The Sabres, but first to it are the Sundevils. Quick shot in close. And a good save again by Dylan Dewar. David Quinn back to pick up that puck. Uses the net as a shield, as you should. Sun Devils pick it up, but it goes outside the zone. They have to wait for the player to come on side. And that's fired back in towards Montgomery, who will glove it down. Down to the last minute now for these two teams. Still 7-2 as it has been for most of this period. All of this period. Most of the period. There's been one goal. Sabres trying to keep it in. They want to get one goal. They're running out of time, 40 seconds. And a stop of play as Dylan Dewar stops the puck again with 35 and change remaining. 7-2 lead. Face off. Sun Devils get control for this last 30 seconds. Stolen by the Sabres. So we can get one more scoring opportunity here. Liam Jones having a shift. So some of the players having a lot of time out there. Declan Devine, Liam Hughes. Matthew Campbell, shot on net and a save by Montgomery. 3 seconds. And that's the game. Well done, Sun Devils, winners tonight in this first round of AJIHL Showcase Cup.
Showcase Series.
Showcase Series is the word I was after. 7-2 victors here over the Sydney Sabres. Close first period, 1-1, but the Sun Devils took over in the second period, scoring 4-1. And now they have finished the game 7-2 victors over the Sydney Sabres.
And it was a very similar scoreline in the first game with the Generals 7-1 over the Glaciers. So
yes,
I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow's matchups with the two winners of tonight's games going head-to-head at 9:15, the Devils versus the Generals.
Yes.
So that'll be a great game. And at 6:45, the Glaciers versus the Sabres. So tune back in on this same YouTube channel that you are watching from, which is via the Thought Fox Media Group's channel. And we looking forward to some more good hockey.
Yeah, we should see. Well, by what we've seen, I mean, with similar scores the two games, they should be extremely close matchups. Sun Devils against the Generals and the Sabres against the Glaciers. So following tonight's game, we have the Sun Devils victors 7-2 over the Sydney Sabres. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thought Fox Media Group on this AJIHL tournament week. It's going to be great hockey all the way through to the weekend. So stick with us. You're going to have a great time watching this hockey. Thank you for joining us tonight. From Courtney and myself, we say goodnight, and we look forward to seeing you soon here on AJIHL Hockey.